Hey guys, welcome back to Hakuoki Edo Blossoms, where we are in chapter 4 with low romance and low corruption with a inebriated Iba, or an inebriated? Nope, can't make it work. Yeah, so we had a crazy ending last time that I'm still processing, but now we're moving on to the unrequited love ending. So we're here at the first choice. And after being propositioned, we're gonna say, I cannot. So I wonder if we're still gonna spend the night with him or if we're gonna spend the night separately. I'm so sorry. I really like you, Eva. I do, but I'm just not ready for that yet. Eva's eyes thinned and he patted his hand atop my head and chuckled. Aw man, head pats again.
I'm only kidding. Although, any man who spends an evening with you should consider himself fortunate. Your feelings take precedence above anything, so I shall honor your wish.
Wait, so...
I was just afraid that, if you were to spend the evening alone, your mind would be troubled.
Oh. Iba delivered his words slowly, which only added to the confusion I had felt, but I appreciated his sentiment either way. Yeah, he had a feeling you'd feel sad. Well, thank you for thinking of me, Iba.
There is nothing to thank me for. Now, why don't the two of us get some rest, eh?
Okay, are we back to... Okay, so she still spent the night. The way that ended, I thought, like, they were just gonna spend the night separately, but I guess not. How interesting. She likes you, Eva. She really does, but not that much. Not that much. That's why it's an unrequited love ending. Sad face. That's really funny. Okay, I think... Yes, we still give him blood on this ending. Keep the corruption low. Doesn't affect our relationship status. I wonder how this is gonna end. I could see Iba dying in this one, maybe. Although we could quite easily die, too. I wonder if she wouldn't trust it, wouldn't be like, hey, take the shot. Take it now, quick. I believe in you. Alright, our final choice. Do you think you stand a chance? Do you think you'd stand a chance out there? A defeat against Imperial forces in Eza was proving to be an inevitability, and it was nerve-wracking. Surrendering resolutely could guarantee the lives of our remaining men and establish a semblance of peace that, as of now, hung tenuously in the air.
What you suggest is harder than you can imagine. Ending a war involves casting aside our egos, and abandoning all of those we've lost.
Perhaps my question was ill-informed. Hearing Iba say so himself, however, was far too much for me to stomach in front of him. Whoops. I'll just take my leave now. Sorry, Iba. I really didn't understand this whole war business, did I? Okay. Well, time for the final battle. So I assume the final showdown with Takeda is still gonna happen, but... Alright, yeah, we're gonna get by this guy again. He didn't kill us. That would have been really interesting if we just ended there. Like, oh, that didn't go the way I thought at all. Alright, Takeda, now's your now's your time. Looks like he's still getting his butt handed to him, though. Okay, still gonna make a run. Okay, I think he's grabbed me again, so... Let's begin. Oh! I guess that's one way to do it. You kinda win. At the last possible second, I turned around and tried to get out of Takeda's way. Instead, an icy blade burrowed its way deep into my chest.
Chizuru!
Luckily, Takeda hadn't struck through my heart. But blood splattered like a red spider lily from out of my chest, splashing onto Takeda's person. Yeah, he's more into the blood stuff.
Ah, a delectable scent. You know, I would have paid your weight in gold for a taste like yours. Hachiro Iba, you lucky dog. I can only imagine all the fun you've had, ravaging her day in, day out. Or were you too weak to pull the trigger?
Each breath I drew was agonizing. I couldn't move.
You bastard! I won't forgive you for this!
Iba rushed angrily towards Takeda with his sword lifted over his head, but... in the blink of an eye, Takeda yanked the sword from my chest and swung it toward Iba. Ow. Their swords clanged against one another once more, but Iba's defense was half-hearted, as if all of his confidence had vanished like fog. Oh no, not again. Perhaps it was because Takeda had been reinvigorated by the taste of my blood. Or perhaps it was because Iba's calm demeanor had been disrupted by Takeda's second wind.
I've waded through muck and hell. Things that are 10 times tougher than you'll ever be. I'm more of a man than you'll ever be. I cannot wait to see the look on your face when I feast upon your ragged flesh, you swine.
That's not happening!
Mustering his strength, Iba charged at Takeda. But his moves were sluggish and Takeda leapt back. I thought that swing seemed a little weak.
Go!
Through gritted teeth, Iba slowly turned his line of sight at me as I writhed in the pool of my own blood. I will heal. He didn't get me through the heart. Will you please focus on this fight, man? Why? Don't sheathe your sword in the middle of a battle. Dummy.
Are you still with me, Chizuru? Just hang in there.
I'm fine. Just in pain. He didn't hit any organs. I feigned toughness for Iba's sake, but my insides burned with a searing intensity. There was doubt as to whether or not I would recover from these wounds soon, if at all.
I will carry you to Goryokaku. Just sit still.
What about Takeda?
Pay him no heed. I cannot leave you in this state.
No, you must stop, Takeda. I will heal soon, but if we let Takeda regather his strength, then he'll kill us. Please, stop, Takeda. Don't worry about me.
Chizuru.
A cold shiver raced through my body as Iba's thin fingers stroked my hair gently. Where the heck did he get off to? Did he go climb a tree somewhere? Dude, what happened to you? And then...
I shall return for you, I promise.
Iba loosened his grip of my hair. Then he sprinted back into the dense, gloomy forest brush to find Takeda. Really? Guy was like taunting and things and he just zoomed into the woods? I mean, yeah, he was losing before, but he seemed to be... like the favor had swung back onto his side. Okay, interesting strategy. From there, my consciousness began to fade and my vision blurred gradually. That's how it ends? No? Okay. I haven't heard this music in a long time, actually. Time had dilated, and before I knew it, I had awoke. A blinding ray of sunlight caused me to wince, and I shook my head in confusion. Where was I? Later on, I stumbled back to Goryokaku, traversing over brutal scores of corpses and broken remnants of artillery, and Shimada rushed to meet me at the gate. You're still Holy! You're still alive? He informed me of the Republic of Ezo's surrender, and I learned that Iba was nowhere to be found. Rumors hovered through the demoralized ranks about something eerie out in the battlefield. In the night, they witnessed 2 white-haired warriors battling well into the break of dawn. A wave of intense regret crashed over my sore heart. I should have never have let Iba fight Takeda alone, and I replayed the moment of his promise in sorrow. Was it the last time I, or anyone for that matter, had caught sight of the kind, noble Iba ever again? No, that couldn't be. Iba surely was alive somewhere, waiting for the perfect moment to reveal himself. Iba. A haunting silence floated around Goryokaku. I decided to wait for the man I loved to return. Like I do. Man, this boy has got such bad, self-esteem. Like, he takes hits to his self-esteem so much. This poor guy. Like, once he's knocked off his confidence, he's just, like, a mess. There's no helping him get back from that. Takes a lot of work to build up his self-confidence again. Like, when he's confident, man, unstoppable killing machine. But the battle just has to not go in his favor ever so slightly, and then he's just lost it. Oh, poor guy. He couldn't bear Takeda calling him out on his non-ravaging of Chizuru, because she's like, I don't like you that much. It's like, oh god, he's right. My confidence, no. Well, that wasn't too bad. Can't believe girl survived that and walked her way all the way to... That makes me question the proper, like, the good ending even more so, because now I'm like, girl literally got stabbed in the chest, like, full on, just missed her heart, and she's like, I might not recover from these wounds soon, if at all. Wakes up the next day and walks herself to Goryokaku. In what way did Iba kill Takeda that she was out? Let's say it was also a day. And he's had to, like, care... Well... I guess she was passed out... Let's say she was passed out for the same amount of time. But that would mean that she was also, like, stabbed in the heart? Right? It would have to be, like, that level of injury, right? I still have questions about that. I don't know where he hit him. So many questions. Can't believe Takeda just stabbed her. I'm like, well, that's one way to win. Well, I would assume they both killed each other out there in the fields. Probably. Like, if Takeda didn't come to get her, then he had to be killed. If Iba didn't come back, he had to have died as well, so... That's probably how that all ended up, sadly. But that is the unrequited love ending, so there you go. But now that we're done with that, it's time to move on to the bad endings and game over endings, so hopefully I'll see you over there, guys.